Sound. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo. Who does that remind you of? Who does that remind you of?
I don't know.
The Bali.
Somebody.
Hey guys, what's up, man? Welcome to another episode of Gloves Off. I'm Brian Willis, no relation to Bruce, and to this guy's pleasure, because of our new formatting, that's the only time I'm going to say that.
Say what? Oh,
You want me to say it again for me to specify what I mean?
It's okay. I got it.
Anyway, welcome to the month of love, February.
The month of Valentine's is a hoax, bro.
Truth be told, if Valentine's is your month of love, then I've got a lot of questions for you as a couple.
What are you doing in the other 11 months?
Exactly my question. It should be a whole year of love, get into the next year and repeat it. I'm not saying this is an excuse not to buy anyone anything for Valentine's, of course.
It is, bro. NGOs got pulled up, bro. People are hungry this year. Let's do donations, bro. Donate a packet of rice to...
Hey, you know what? Those donations disappeared faster than PhDs at PhD ministries.
But I guess that's a topic.
That was a good one. What are we starting with today? Which one do you want to start with?
We can...
Magaya?
Magaya, we can do it with Magaya. Local.
Okay, so...
Our fellow PhD.
Our founder of PhD Ministries, is his name Walter Magaya. Apparently faked his honorary PhD or doctorate from UNISA.
How true is that, though?
Well, to be honest, you know, with the way things are just flying around and a lot of it is fake, I'm not going to say this story is true or not, but with the way it's a buzz on the internet, it actually looks true, but we're not 100% sure. Like we always tell you on this show,
alleged.
It's alleged.
To keep ourselves safe.
We don't want to catch any cases, okay? It's every story we tell you here is alleged. You go and do your research. Yeah? We are not the news, okay? Mm-hmm. These are not facts. Yeah, these are things gossip we bump into on the internet, and we decide to just go to town on them, okay? But we know we could be wrong. So this dude apparently faked. It was an honorary doctorate, I think. PhD. I don't know. I think. I don't know, theology. So it's one of these useless degrees.
You're gonna catch strays for that one, though.
They're not going to be strays. They're going to be targeted at me. Yeah. Strays is when people are shooting at something else and they hit you by mistake.
I suppose,
Yeah, one of those useless items. And apparently it was fake, which makes it even more funny because you fake a useless degree. Because UNISA actually wrote a letter.
Yeah,
and they were like, hey, we don't have a student number with a Walter Magaya attached to it, and this is now tarnishing our image, so we might have to take legal action.
Really?
Yeah. And then I saw another article where, I don't know how true this is, where Magaya was saying we were given a fake doctorate.
But
I don't know how true. I think that one was fake though.
But dude, the timing could have been. It could not be worse because
it feels like a distraction.
No, he was running to be the president of ZIFA.
The whole ZIFA thing is what got him busted. Yeah, because he has to have qualifications.
So he handed it.
So apparently, I think he doesn't even have O levels.
Yeah, they were saying that he doesn't have O levels.
I think.
And then people were like, "But I mean, seriously, what do you need the O levels for?" And that was a whole debate on its own. But I suppose so. When he handed over that,
people started doing the investigation.
They started screening.
UNISA was like, "We don't know this guy."
All right.
And there are videos and pictures of him at a ceremony in South
Bruh,
Africa,
full-blown,
UNISA
bro.
and whatnot. And he's like, so you guys are saying that I faked all this?
Yeah, and he was on the podium and he did a speech.
I think he's got the money to fake it. This is my opinion. I don't know whether it's fact or cap, but I think it's very possible that he faked it.
So he's saying that there's a possible. Are you saying that I faked it when I was there? But then the UNISA board is saying, dude, we don't see you. We don't see you in the database.
So yeah, we'll give you an update on the story. Just follow us on Facebook, follow us on YouTube, follow the channel on WhatsApp. Links will be in the description below. We'll give you an update on that story. But I'm worried about my fellow Zimbabweans who are jumping out the window protecting this man.
Oh, Magaya.
Magaya. I stand with my papa. What, guys?
But is it about the? But I've seen a lot of people, even the guys though, the men. Yeah, they were quite,
defending the guy.
Yeah, they were defending him. I don't know under what.
Look, I'm not gonna say that's wrong, but I feel like sometimes, I feel like sometimes people get confused between respecting a man of God and worshiping a man of God. It feels like they worship him.
No, if you're now making it the whole religion thing, I think that's over the top. Because you're now worshiping him and not Jesus Christ or God himself.
So respect him, of course.
Yeah.
But you guys sometimes you just feel like you worship them.
You forget
who you're supposed to worship.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm just and being apparently he sold people holy grain or holy chibage or something like that at some point.
Maybe it is holy. We don't know.
Anointing oil.
Yeah.
Was he the one with the anointed bricks?
Wasn't that Magaya?
That is, we are talking about Magaya.
I mean, sorry, what's his name? The other one.
Makandiwa. I don't know.
I think it was Makandiwa.
I don't know, but yeah. Know. You guys, anyway, I don't know. You tell us. Feel free to give us feedback in the comment section. Are we right about this story? Or
we're talking nonsense.
We're talking nonsense
as usual.
But please be impartial when you tell these.
And be nice in the comment section, yeah.
No, I don't care. Don't be nice.
Hey, dude. All right. Internet is undefeated, guys. Don't remember this. All right.
Anyway, moving on.
Trump.
To our new president, new not so new American president, Donald J. Trump.
Why are you saying our?
Our new American president. We use his money.
I suppose. But he's not our president, though.
He's not our president. We already have our president.
Yeah, we have our own.
But Donald Trump, he hit the ground running, man.
Yeah, he's making.
On his first day, dude signed about 26 executive orders.
I think it's more than that, bro.
No, it was 26 on that day. On the first day.
On the
26.
I heard it was 83.
No, it was 26. According to the PBD podcast, it was 26.
On day one, President Trump signed 26 executive orders compared to Biden's 9, compared to Trump 2017, 1, compared to Obama 2013, 0, compared to Obama 2009, 2, Bush day one, 0. There was no executive orders on day one, meaning Trump did nearly 3 times more executive orders on day one than they did combined on day one.
And they were comparing it with the previous presidents, and the Bushes had something like 0, Obama had something like maybe, was it 2 or 9? I don't remember. There's a link in the description below. You can check out the video for yourselves. But the one executive order that there were 2 major ones that I would like to talk about, where he pulled out of WHO. Mm-hmm. They pulled America out of WHO. WHO? World Health Organization. Mm-hmm. And they were citing that it's a criminal enterprise which is sponsored by the United States but run by the Chinese.
How far true is that?
I don't know, but apparently Australia wants to follow suit.
Yeah,
they also want to pull out of the WHO. Now, as they pull out of the WHO as well, they're also pulling out donations from all countries. USAID.
Yeah.
They're cutting off financial aid towards all these countries, because his logic is America is bleeding out for what? And yet we're giving out billions to all these other countries. So he's running America like a company, cutting off all unnecessary spending, you know. And one of the directives was also...
But is it unnecessary spending, though?
To them it is. To them it is.
How so?
What do you mean, how so? To them it is. They're bleeding out cash and...
Okay, but... Okay, continue.
Yeah,
Land,
so...
BMW.
Wow.
Land, because I'm trying to also keep my point.
Yeah, because now I've forgotten my train of thought now.
Aiwa.
So the unnecessary spending, he's running it like a company, getting rid of all the unnecessary spending. And one of the major stories with that one is also he's given a directive to stop issuing out ARVs to all African countries. And now this is where people are like, because there's even a directive that all the ARVs that are actually in the clinics right now, stop dispensing them immediately.
Okay.
And now, so all those free ARVs that people were getting, so now this is where people are now scratching their heads like, hey, dude.
It's a bit abrupt.
Why didn't you give us a warning, all right? At least give us a time frame. You know, in the next 3 months, we're cutting off all, distribution of ARVs and stuff like, so that people make preparations. You know, because to me, it's a double-edged sword, in the sense that I see the good,
and the
and
consequences.
there's also the consequences. The good is, and I really hope it's a big if, African countries wake the F up and stop depending on donations, because these things can just be cut off at any given time and you have got no say whatsoever. You can cry, you can plead, they need to wake up. I mean, Africa is a rich continent, fam. Look at all these resources, the lithiums, the diamonds, the gold. Why are we so dependent on donations? It's actually quite scary, right? And then, of course, the bad side is the consequences. People's lives are gonna drastically change.
Not drastically change. Could end.
They're gonna be affected, because
could end.
I'm sure there are alternative ARVs, but I don't think they're as effective.
Alternative ARVs.
As in, there are some ARVs that come from different countries. They're not all but they're not as, there's some that are made locally, if I'm not mistaken, but they're not as effective, from what I hear.
But then again, do you know what? We can actually say this, that African countries need to wake up.
They do.
But at the same time, they're suppressed, bro.
By who?
Because if we say, like, for example, we want to buy certain machinery,
Some countries are like, we don't ship over to those countries.
We're blacklisted, almost like. There's certain, like, things that they wouldn't want to give us because we become self-sustaining.
They don't want us to be self-sustaining.
Exactly. So it's murky, bro.
I think it will also raise those issues and put it in the public eye that, hey, look, Africa, we're trying to make it on our own, but we're being suppressed.
Because it doesn't make sense that the whole continent is just
donations, fam.
Our whole continent. And it's just civil unrest.
Now we need to wake up. We do have the brain power.
We do have the labor.
We do have the labor. We do have the resources.
Yeah.
We have the minerals.
Yeah.
So what's going on? So it's a double-edged sword, like I said.
Yeah.
I see the plus side. I see the other side.
Yeah, but I think
I hope the world leaders, the African leaders, wake up.
For now, yes.
They should wake up.
No,
because even if he reverses it, it's still a wake-up call.
No, okay.
Because you were saying some part of it was reversed or something.
I was hearing there's some NGOs that started going back to work.
Yeah,
But
oh yeah,
then
they're non-governmental organizations in Zimbabwe that are totally shut down.
Yeah, they're
some people
completely
had
paused.
salaries cut.
Yeah.
And another point was raised that they should cut all this funding because a lot of it is not going where it's supposed to go. It's fattening fat cats' pockets.
You can,
That was another angle.
you can, okay, yes, but
I don't know how true it is.
But still, there's always gonna be the last man there who's gonna be seriously affected, whereby his life is gonna be cut short, whether we like it or not. So that's the person that we're trying to help out, isn't it? But at the same time, yes, there are all these points that are flying around. Yes,
On the corruption and blah, blah, blah.
Yes, it needs to be addressed. But yeah, but I suppose, yeah, Trump can, I think he should at least, give them like a time frame.
He should give a time frame.
Yeah, at least.
I'm actually for the cutting off of donations.
Me too.
I'm for it, but how
the-
it should be done now.
Too abrupt.
That's
Yeah,
where my
that was-
question
that was-
is.
yeah.
And I pray it gives our leaders a wake up call. I pray.
Yeah,
I can hear people saying, you don't know what you're talking
Because
about.
Trump-
They're not going to wake up.
No, the thing is,
they're
Trump-
going to wake up.
Trump's sound mind he's saying
He's protecting America.
He's saying we're 330 million, and we pay $500 million annually to who? Yet China has got 1.2 billion, and they're paying 36. So all that money that's being donated is coming from taxpayers' money, is it? All that money that is being funded to go to Ukraine, armaments in what is it? I don't.
It was actually,
Palestine or
and
whatever.
it was also affecting their health insurance in America.
Trust me, and America
So-
has got pandemic. It's got a serious drug pandemic right now. It's like the hookahs and all that other stuff. It's really bad. They just don't show it because they cap their media.
Yeah. America is very
They're
good
very
at
good at-
selling
yeah.
the American dream.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
they do have serious issues,
It's not
housing
as,
issues.
it's not as glamorous
Exactly.
as they make it out to be. Especially even those fires in Los Angeles there.
Yeah, you see what I mean.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff going on in America there.
So, yeah.
But they have to protect themselves. We can cry and whinge all we like, but we have to wake up.
And
as
we're
Africans.
very capable of it.
Another person was actually asking the question, Africa needs to wake up. Why do you even need to use a passport to go from one African country
Exactly,
to another?
bro.
Africans, we
Just
need
have
we need to get together here. We should have some sort of easier documentation.
Exactly.
It doesn't need to be so strict for us to move from an African. I mean, for me to go to South Africa and Botswana,
Visas and
I can
all
hear
that.
you South Africans saying, you Zimbabweans, we don't want you here. It's gonna affect you guys as well, and you're gonna wanna come to us, and we're gonna be like, South Africans, we don't want you here because we don't have that accent.
Dude, I don't want to be caught in these crosshairs, bro. Like, I'm just here, bro. Like, seriously, I don't associate with this guy, guys.
Anyway,
But I hear what you're saying, though.
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah.
I-
So yeah, that's a big one, man. That's a big one. I still think Trump is the best president America has had in a long time.
I think Kamala Harris was gonna be a disaster.
And then Eminem, let's not.
Let's move
Eminem,
on. from
Eminem, I'm disappointed. in. Let's just move on from that one. Oh gosh.
We're going
So-
to
We're moving on to Zimbabwe's magic car, invented by Maxwell Chikumbutso. Take a look. News doing the rounds. I'm sure you all have heard about the magical, or should I say the inventor or innovator, Maxwell Chikumbutso. Now this guy surfaced some years back, about 9 or 10 years ago, with a TV powered by radio frequencies. He also came up with a generator that used the same technology and was tested by engineers, and they said it was legit, even though he couldn't explain how exactly he's harnessing the power. It's probably for legal reasons. Fast forward to January 2025, Maxwell resurfaces again with the same technology. This time, it's in a car and a motorbike, which he claims do not ever need to be recharged. We are talking perpetual energy, ladies and gentlemen. He presented the tech to His Excellency, the President of Zimbabwe, E.D. Mnangagwa, who said he would personally sponsor Maxwell's invention, as it would bring much needed relief to Zimbabwe's energy crisis, not to mention the whole world. Now, forgive me for saying this, but the story was covered by a rather boring Ruben Barwe. I mean, seriously, guys, listen to this.
Tambudzo Mnangagwa is soon to launch 2 cars and a motorbike made by a Zimbabwean inventor, Songolani Chikumbutso. Chikumbutso, a 44-year-old man, a resident of Zimbabwe.
I mean, does this guy want to read the news, or he's having a stroke while holding the mic? Rest, old man. Thanks for the years of boredom, but rest, please. Anyway, back to our innovator / inventor. Chikumbutso says he couldn't patent his invention because he was told it violates the laws of physics. Basically, the world scientists were thinking, my guy, is this some sort of Gator aviation technology that you stole from your grandmother's flying Rusero? Sorry. Now, what's puzzling Zimbabwe and us at Gloves Off and the world at large is why haven't we seen any substantial moves made by Maxwell in getting this product of his set up for mass production? Now, this has brought about a whole new angle where a whole lot of people have claimed that the man is bogus. But could that be the case? Or he just has hurdles in his path being thrown by fat cats in the oil industry who are not keen on him discovering an alternative energy source? What could be the issue? Because bear in mind, this is not the first time that we've heard of radio frequency energy or whatever. This is an alternative energy source. This dates back to Nikola Tesla, who was the guy who came up with this weird tower that could get electricity from the atmosphere, and unfortunately he didn't get to finish that invention. So our thoughts are, there are probably people who know about this energy source, but because it's so readily available for everyone, it would ruin the dynamics that they have economically on the world as far as energy is concerned, and some people don't want to hear about that. You guys remember what happened to Tesla when they took now I'm talking about the car. You guys remember when the car went to top gear and they faked the car running out of fuel, running out of battery while it was being tested on their course? It was actually scripted in, because Top Gear by then, it was sponsored by some oil gurus who didn't want EVs to be the in thing. So could these be the hurdles that Maxwell is facing? Because if this man had nothing, would they have attempted to poison him, as he claims? Anyway, back to you guys in the studio. Hey, whatever you call that place you are. Yeah, I'm out. Okay, so now that they're not going to get, it's not going to make sense. But
you saw it.
Anyway. So you guys saw this guy has got an energy source that he came up with that he says uses what? Supersonic what? Energy.
Is it? Last time you said it was radio waves, right?
Yeah, but it's RF energy, right? But he's calling it supersonic or something like that. You saw in the B-roll. Guys, you need to understand something. Radio frequency energy, RF energy, has always been there. It has always been there. Maxwell did not invent this, okay? But I think Nikola Tesla was also the guy who was working on it at some point, and blah blah blah. He came up with some tower that could get like energy from the atmosphere. So like you saw in that B-roll, radio frequencies are like, it's energy that comes from, like when you use your phone, your Wi-Fi routers, your radio signals. That's all energy traveling through the atmosphere, and they can somehow
be honest.
harnessed in some way, shape, or form. So this is his car that he came up with. It's not his car, by the way. This is also the correction that I need to make. You guys are jumping out the window saying this man said he invented the car. He didn't invent the car.
He created the.
I'm actually very disappointed by Hopewell. It's like he's running out of ways to stay relevant. This guy pushed a video of some Nigerian dude making fun of Chikumbutso, that he drove to the State House in a car made by the Chinese and said that he made this car. That is not what happened, Hopewell. He teamed up with a Chinese car manufacturer called Kai Yi. The name actually sounds like Kai Yi. Kai Yi, which is weird because a Kai Yi is an ICE car that sounds like. These are EVs, they don't make that sound, but that's what it's. They don't crank. But that's the Chinese company name, Kai Yi. And he put his tech in that shell of the Chinese. He didn't make the car. He put his tech in the car after he teamed up with them, and he put his badge on that car, that Saith Industries. That's his company. It's called Saith.
Okay.
He came up with that TV. It's also called Saith something, where it uses radio frequencies. Mm-hmm. So you guys, when you're jumping out the window, at least jump out the window knowing your facts about the guy. So he went to the State House and he presented this to the president.
Was that deliberate?
You almost fell.
No, I'm just.
What?
No. Bro.
What did he do?
I'm just saying, like.
Are you shy?
No.
So?
Is that the only road that's there, bro?
He wants to be on the camera. You know how people are when they see a camera. Anyway, he went to the State House and he met up with His Excellency E.D. Mnangagwa, and he presented this to the guy, and Mnangagwa was impressed by the tech. However, I have two concerns about that that meeting between him and the president. One, my guy, Maxwell, you go and see a head of state dressed like that. Dude was casual, fam.
Yeah, a lot of people. I think a lot of people don't know how to dress, because
you should not dress in front of a head of state like that, my guy.
Zambians have been doing that a lot, because they actually went at Sir Wicknell's fiance. She was wearing a full tracksuit, you know.
And she met with the president.
Yeah, and she met with the president.
Nah, dude, you don't.
So yeah, but as well as there was a time when what's his name, Steve Harvey, came to Zambia.
And he was wearing what?
And well, that it wasn't what he was wearing, but it's how he was addressing the president. That was quite rude. You need to look into that.
What he was acting all cool.
He was rude,
like
bro.
their homies.
He was like,
was I'm bigger than you.
Like he was conducting like. He wanted to conduct the overall. Yeah, it was
casual.
I think people just need a little. You know, you just need a little.
It's a good thing that the president was cool with it, because clearly he didn't mind. He was actually cracking jokes when the dude tried to explain the whole thing. He's like, hey, these people didn't go to school. Explain properly. And then the second thing that I had issues with, the guy who was riding the EV, the electric. The EV bike, wasn't wearing a helmet. Safety first.
Yeah, but I guess.
Yeah, your safety first. Your presentation is everything. Okay. Yeah. Of course, he wasn't riding at like high speeds and stuff like that. But you know, safety first. You always want to do that. And then he also presented a battery. That a lot of people were saying that this battery is already in stock, it's made by Dowry, whatever company. I think he was using the shell again of the battery, because his device harnesses energy, then puts it in a battery that you then connect your stuff to.
But I've got this thing though. Okay, you're saying that, but I've got this thing with Zimbabweans. Why is it that we love to see our own fail?
That's my thing though. Like,
I don't get that though.
Wait a minute, how are you on that side of the fence though? That's my side of the fence. You were saying dude is bogus.
No, I'm not saying he's bogus.
I'm not saying he's legit as well.
I'm not saying he's bogus.
And I'm not saying he's legit, but I'm just saying we find too much joy in seeing the downfall of our fellow citizens.
Especially the
Not
innovators.
cool.
Especially
It's
the
not
innovators.
cool. That is not cool at all. At least do your research first. RF energy actually does exist. And this man has had to run away from America because they wanted to take him out. They took out his friend, apparently, poisoned him and whatnot. You guys need to understand that these alternate energy sources, the powers that be do not want them discovered. I'm pretty sure they know about this RF energy. They know about it, they just don't want people to know about it because it'll translate to like free energy, which is what Tesla was working on. Is this thing recording?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
At least it brings out that huge ass notification if it's not. So this has been since the days of like Nikola Tesla and blah blah blah. Look him up. The guy who Elon Musk named his car after. Look up that guy. This energy has always existed.
He's the reason why you're using electricity to this day.
No, he's the reason why there's alternating current, AC power.
Yeah, but he's the reason why it's like affordable. The licensing.
Was it him?
Yeah, I did the research.
Wasn't it
He's
JP Morgan?
No,
With the DC.
he funded it, but he's the one. He could have actually kept the license to himself, but he released it to the public
For the alternating currents.
for them to actually for
AC.
you to use, like, you know.
So he's a hero, Tesla. He's a hero. Now, for the flip side of this story, though, Maxwell Chikumbutso, you have a lot of proving to do. Okay, you have a lot of, because this guy has been at this for decades now.
Yeah, that's
So
that's where my
to
my
an
problem
extent,
was.
I don't blame Zimbabweans for calling this guy a fake. I don't blame them because you really haven't proven anything, my guy. You need to have tech reviewers, you know, get Zimbabwean tech reviewers to drive your car. You've got a lot of, there's this guy called the Zimtech guy. You should watch him. It's actually quite cool. I got some of the information from him. Link in the description below. Zimtech guy. You got car reviewers like myself and my team at Z Car Culture. Get us to come and drive your car. Get us to come and review your car, and we can tell the world that, hey guys, this is legit. But the way things are right now, you seem rather bogus. And the fact that we're hearing that the meeting of you and the president got disappeared from social media on all the official presidential Twitter handles and social media handles, that meeting disappeared.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. You're gonna have to really prove how this works and how legit it is. I'm a little bit worried about people like the Hopewells who are really jumping out the window to say this guy is a fraud. It's as if they're being paid.
Hope
to do that.
I hope
Hopewell,
I don't listen to him that much these days.
especially
I'm
when you
sorry.
promoted that Nigerian guy, I was like, Hopewell, you're now a joke. You used to be a symbol for hope, Hopewell, but you're now a symbol for, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're now a joke, my guy. Like, just disappear. Just disappear like the PhD doctorate.
But but the thing, you can say that about Maxwell, that look, you're not doing enough. But the truth of the matter is, we don't know how much he's been pushing, you know. Because I'm sure having that kind of tech and trying to move it and, you know, trying to find funding.
I know funding, because
I know it can be a taxing
it's
item.
difficult, especially with the power source that they want to pretend they don't know.
Yeah, but I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, like, for the last 10 years, it's been 10 years that he's been doing this. So obviously, the way he does his thing, you know, it's very easy to say, you're not doing enough. But most probably he's doing strides and then he's
being suppressed.
He's being met with blocks. So
I really hope the president helps him out, though.
Yeah,
because the president for me is a bit of a powerful figure.
If there's tech in your car and we've got every single resource in Zimbabwe, Why
We
don't
got-
we have those those cars? Why don't we sell those cars to the public?
Dude, imagine the energy crisis in Zim, how it would be averted
You get
with
what I
such
mean?
technology.
So
My guy, Zimbabwe would probably be the next Wakanda.
exactly. As nyika inova kwanevayo.
Nevene vayo.
Yeah. So hey, and Zimbabweans, please refrain from this whole thing of just trying to put down your fellow Zimbabwean. You
We're
know?
not saying believe him.
Yeah, but just
We're saying at least do your research first.
or keep quiet.
Or just be quiet.
Yeah,
because a
if
lot
you've
of you
got
are
nothing nice to
saying,
say,
how
don't
does a man
just-
pretend he invented a car that's already on sale in China? He never said he made that car. He teamed up with the manufacturers of that car and sorted out an alternate power source for that said vehicle. Get your ugly mug out the face. Out the way.
Get my ugly mug out of the face.
Of the camera, huh? You're in the face of the camera.
No, you didn't finish it off.
Anyway, so like
Wait.
he tried to patent this energy source and he was told that they cannot do it because it defies the laws of physics.
Seriously.
Yeah. How
Who said
does it you can't defy the laws of physics, my guy. If it's happening, it's happening, unless they're saying it's some sort of witchcraft, aka ghetto aviation.
The thing is, the problem with these kind of things is that you never really know what's going on behind the scenes. That's the
There was a guy who said jokingly, Maxwell needs to be honest and just say he got the technology from his grandmother's Rusero.
that's what I'm saying. Like Zimbabweans, you're too jokey, bro.
No, but Maxwell has a lot of proving to do. I get it that he cannot really get too much into the science because it could get stolen. Do you get what I'm saying? I understand that. But at least prove, get people to test your product. We are here. We're reaching out to you. I would love to test out your car for a week or 2 weeks and give people feedback that this is how the car works.
Test your car and not give it back.
What if because you don't need because he's saying it's perpetual. He's saying that this car is unlimited. He's saying
Alright, sorry, my bad.
he's saying that this car it does not need any charging. Right? So now my question is, there has to be some sort of show-offs. So now I'm saying that there has to be some kind of trade-off. Because you can't tell me this car just gets on the road and all you need to do is change maybe brake fluid, tires, and get your aircon regassed. But as far as the fuel is concerned, you're pretty much never going to see a service station again.
How many service stations do we have in Zimbabwe?
We got which is probably would make sense to cut off
exactly.
this. Be like,
get what I
because
mean?
now these energy guys will be
That's
like,
what I'm saying. That's
but
what
if
I'm
this
saying.
thing is,
That's
because
what I'm saying.
because in all honesty, the whole model on energy will be totally shaken.
Yeah, the economy.
Is this some
will be-
sort of bike club
Yeah, it is. I suppose.
of 4 bikes? Yeah, they need to improve.
What do you mean 4 bikes?
How many other bikes did you see? Oh, snap. Okay, never mind. There's more. Whoo! The Hawk.
Hey, and he's got a Zim flag. Yay!
Is that all?
Is that all?
Is that all?
That's
No, he looks like Thor though.
He does look like that.
So yeah, look, Maxwell, you got a lot of proving to do. You got a lot of proving to do. But like I was saying, there has to be some sort of trade-off. You can't tell me this car, you start driving, you can go around the world. What if it's building up something,
No, that's what
and then at some point it like turns into a nuke or
Brian,
something?
That's what I'm saying. It's
It needs
easy.
to be tested.
It's easy to talk with.
But he's not
Well,
letting us. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
We need the
You don't-
opportunity.
You don't know what kind of hurdles he's going through. Like what you rightfully said, in these kind of systems, like he lost his friend already. He needs to be cautious. There's always that, you don't know what's happening in the backdrop, and it's very easy to shut down people like that who are innovative. It's very easy.
Especially a small little Zimbabwean.
Yeah, it's
A
very
small
easy.
little person from a country that's regarded as one of.
So
Okay.
until then,
shame. Oh, shame.
until then, he's gonna need to, like, I don't know.
That doesn't sound good.
He's gonna have to He needs to be careful. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
I can't talk anything about him and saying that he's not doing enough. I don't know what he's going through, to be honest. Because you never know in this gig. You never know.
This is exactly why I was saying to you Zimbabweans, it's easy to just say he's a fraud.
Yeah, it's easy to say he doesn't.
It's
easy to say
Madungwe.
Madungwe doesn't know what he's talking about. My
No,
homeboy Madungwe.
no, that is easy.
No,
No, Madungwe is a lunatic.
What if he goes to,
allegedly.
What if he goes? I want to be the allegedly.
So you're saying it's legit?
What if he goes to heaven, bro?
Dude says I went to heaven. I took photos, but the phone got stolen.
Maybe it did get stolen. Madungwe is my homeboy, bro. Madungwe, shout out. Shout out to Dungwe. He's a good.
No, he's as ridiculous as his name.
So yeah.
No, Maxwell, you need to let us handle.
He's just trying to get your car, though.
Of course I am.
He's just
Imagine, it's content.
And trust
I want to
me,
take that car and drive it
he's not-
to Rusape.
He's not
Do
gonna
a
give it
documentary.
back.
We
He's
drive
not-
it to Rusape. We come from Rusape. We see the Eastern Highlands there. We come back. We go to Vic Falls. We go to Blawayo. We go to Gweru. We go to Masvingo.
Under one
we
charge.
Go, under one charge. I want to see that happen. It has to be tested. I just hope the more we drive it, we're not charging some sort of nuclear bomb.
Nah,
I hope not, because where is it coming from and where is it going?
I do not know.
You see?
Shame, they're pushing.
But yeah, we need some sort of proof. Anyway, I think that's it for today's episode. Yeah.
It was a good debate.
It was a good debate. Very
productive.
You changed your stance on a lot of things, though.
No, I didn't.
You
just.
were
Do you know what the
low-key-
thing is?
You were low key calling that guy a fraud.
No,
though.
do you know what? The thing is, you said most of everything. You said most of everything. And I wasn't saying Kuti is a fraud. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't saying Kuti Max is a fraud. But I'm saying Kuti, for the past 10 years.
There's not enough evidence that proves
It was 10 years, bro. Like,
that proves he's legit. At the same time, there's also
And-
not enough that proves he's a fraud.
and then at the same time, when we were talking, you were like, Jack, blah, 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 blah. And
Blah,
then the
blah,
next
blah,
day,
blah, what?
and then the next day, the post got removed. And now you're just hey bro, hey yo. Actually,
yo.
I hope
Hey, yo.
I hope you didn't see that it got removed.
No, the reason why I was saying I hope you didn't see they got removed was I was going to bring it up and catch you by surprise.
But-
I love it when you're caught off guard.
I saw it.
Yeah, which I didn't like.
Yeah, exactly.
You thought I was saying that so that I'll talk about it as if he's legit or whatever. No,
But because I'm not.
I was going to bring it up that it got removed.
Do you know what the thing is? What hurts about this is that if it is sound technology, our government should back him up. I was like, why isn't the government backing him up? Because we've got the minerals, we've got lithium here, we've got gas, we've got everything. And if it's about funding, I mean, we can sell some of our minerals and fund him, and the public will have a vehicle that fully functions.
It's not only about vehicles, guys.
Yeah, it's about power.
He was saying that this car can charge your house. As in you can plug your house to the car. Not good you're charging the car. The car is powering your house. Everything. And it will be sustainable. It will be able
The car is
to
a
do that.
battery.
It's a battery.
It's a generator.
Because it's getting power from
radio frequency.
radio frequency. So, like I said, this is a lot of proving that needs to be done. Imagine we go to some electric, we drive it to Rusape. We go to some lodge, we power the house, we only use the car, we drive, and then we test the batteries afterwards. It would make for a good documentary. We're calling out to you, Maxwell Chikumbutso. As gloves off, we would love to test your vehicle.
I'm very reluctant, but yeah, sure.
As long what do you mean you're reluctant? Don't you want to test the bike with a helmet?
I want to,
With the helmet on.
but as long as it's safe, true.
Let's hope it is safe.
Yeah.
Let's hope it is safe. Anyway,
You get what I
yeah.
mean. But anyways, yeah.
T-shirts are on sale, guys. $15 a pop. Support your guys, you know.
Yeah.
If you got any business that you'd like to do with us, those are our contact details. We are open. Catch us on Facebook, catch us on WhatsApp, the WhatsApp channel. I might be closing the WhatsApp group so that we just put things up on the WhatsApp channel. The WhatsApp group is getting too much traffic from people who want to post spam. But at least I managed to put a guard on it, and it's usually people from the same location.
I accepted one person, and then they started. I was like, shit.
No, take note of the numbers.
I was like, goodbye.
Take note of the numbers. There's a +2 something that has a weird. They'll just start talking about Bitcoin, and if you're not lucky, these guys could just start posting adult content in there.
Right, and there's actually another thing, guys. There's a person who's going around asking if you want to invest in something.
Bitcoin.
No, it could be anything.
Uh-huh.
That whole what happened? That hoax that happened last time of that Chinese who took away people's money and they never gave it back.
Oh yeah. That what was that Ponzi scheme called?
Yeah, Ponzi scheme.
It wasn't a Ponzi scheme. It was a Ponzi scheme, but it wasn't called. It was called.
Anyways, the topic is e-creator.
E-creator. Zimbos, if something seems too good to be true,
Don't invest.
it usually is. And these pyramid schemes usually work for the early adopters, the people that buy into them early.
Exactly.
Yeah? Everyone else that follows is just setting themselves up to be screwed.
Truth.
I remember where I was like,
That one.
anyway, this was the clip from that item.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There are people that are actually now accessing people's WhatsApp. Like I got, for some weird reason, I don't know how they got my number, and then they started talking to me, and I was actually replying them, and I was like, so when they kept on saying, "Are you interested?" I was like, I want to hear more. I want to hear more. I want to hear more. And then when I went to, when he had just said almost everything, I was like, how did you get this number? And then he just posted the previous message. I actually took a picture. I'll send you the thingies, the images, and then I blocked him straight after because he kept on giving me the same response.
So it was like a bot or something, or he was avoiding critical questions.
He was now behaving like a bot, but he was actually responding to me at first.
Yeah.
So be careful for those people.
Be careful out there. Hey, don't. Jeez, this is now going to turn out to be a long ending. Not just online. There's a guy who came up with a story where he gave a lift to some woman. Some woman was like, can I have a lift? And he's like, it's a woman, she's not going to do anything to me. You know, stops, picks her up, drives down the road, and the woman is like, you can drop me off here. Yeah. And then dude is like, okay, cool. And then the woman says to him, so now can you give me my money? And dude is like, what you mean my money? What you mean your money? He thought he didn't hear her correctly. Thought she said, Kuti, let me give you money. He's like, no. Don't give me any money. I said, no, give me my money. I want my money now. And then she screamed outside the car that, he doesn't want to give me my money in Shona. And 10 women just came around the car like, hey, give her money. Give her her money. And he ended up giving her money. So you need to be careful out there. Also, there's another scandal by 5th Avenue. Shops, the area. You'll just be walking. Imagine you could be walking with your missus. You could be walking with your girlfriend. You could be working with with a workmate or a friend or whoever. And a random woman, lady of the street,
Red light district,
will just come and grab you by the underwear or the belt, and she'll be like, give me my money. You think you can just sleep with me and run away? Give me my money now. Give me. And there'll be like 5, 6 other women and maybe 2, 3 monias, and the big guys, they'll be like, hey, can you give her? And you'll fork out $20 or whatever. And imagine you'll be with your girlfriend, and maybe yesterday you were on a business trip.
Short time is $20.
I don't know. I'm just giving a random figure. I don't know how much it is. I'm not well versed in this. So imagine your girlfriend or wife, maybe the day before you're like on a business trip. For real. She's gonna start looking at you like, this guy. Imagine, like, people are desperate out there, so just be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that are just happening. Like, speaking of that whole red light district, there's a guy who weaved a red light district worker. Weaved
A Thai vendor.
Yeah, a Thai.
You weaved a Thai vendor, and then what
A
happened?
Thai vendor because she didn't want to give him back his change. And guess how much the change was?
How much? 50 cents.
$3, bro, from $5.
Wait, so what? He gave her $5.
Yeah,
And the
she
change
also-
was, so she charged him $2.
Yeah, it was supposed to be $2, but then
For what?
for the exchange.
What kind of exchange was it?
I don't know what it was. I don't know what the service was.
Was it the full shubli or
I
just
don't-
the sloppy
I
toppy?
think it was. Dude, what the hell, bro? What's wrong with you? But,
Was it the full jubilee? What was it?
I think it was the full jubilee though.
$2.
Yeah, $2, bro. There's some people that get it for $1.
Hans, what's the location?
Dude, no, that one you
People-
die, bro.
so-
Yeah, you die. You die to die, not to die, to die.
Was she hurt?
Yeah, she was quite weaved badly, and then his sentencing was actually, he was put in prison for I don't know how many months. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy out there. There's just a whole lot of nonsense that is happening out there, guys. Just be safe.
Pray, guys.
Yeah, just be safe.
Just pray. Anyway, shout out to you guys, man. Thank you for the love and support. We really do appreciate it, man. I'm Brian Willis, no relation to Bruce. You're far away from the camera. From the mic, I mean. So. Back up in this bitch!